Chapter 1, Love, When East Meets West. Subheading, Love as Personal Liberation versus Sacred Harmony. Extended introduction. What is love? A silly question, right? But try asking a Parisian, a Confucian scholar, a Bollywood screenwriter, and your Vietnamese grandmother, and you might get 4 dramatically different answers, all delivered with great confidence. In the West, love is something that makes you feel alive. Fireworks, chemistry, endless texting, and dramatic Spotify playlists. It's supposed to spark joy, like Marie Kondo with a heartbeat. In the East, love is something you tend to, like a bonsai tree. Quiet, intentional, and possibly something your parents approve before you even realize you're in it. Love can be rebellious, or it can be respectful. It can be shouted from rooftops, or whispered with a bowl of hot soup left at your door. This chapter is not just a comparison of East and West. It's a deep dive into how love is wired into our cultures, through expectations, rituals, pressures, language, and good old-fashioned misunderstandings. Section 1. What is love really? The deep cultural software. Western love, rom-com core. Love is personal, thrilling, unpredictable. You date, you break up, you cry into your cereal, and you rise again with a Bumble profile. Follow your heart, says every Hollywood film ever. Eastern load. Love is practical, sacred, and tested over time. It's rarely declared, but often proven. There's a silent nobility in staying even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Comparison case study, Notting Hill. I'm just a girl, standing in front of a boy. The road home. She walks the same path every day, waiting in silence. Philosophical layer. Western love is anchored in self-expression. Think Shakespeare's Romeo. Eastern love is grounded in self-transcendence. Think Buddhist renunciation with emotional layers. Punchline insight. East, do you love them enough to serve them rice every day for 50 years? West, do you love them enough to skip your yoga class? Section 2. How we say I love you or don't. Western style. I love you is like a seasoning. Sprinkle it often. Say it in text, say it during a fight, say it in a drunk voicemail at 2 a.m. Eastern style. Love is served medium rare. Lightly grilled and never raw. It sounds like, eat this, it's good for your liver. Real life humor. Western boyfriend, I love you so much. Vietnamese girlfriend, did you eat? You're getting thin. Modern reality. Even younger Asian generations find it difficult to verbalize love. One 22-year-old Korean man said, I told my mom I loved her once and she asked if I was dying. Deep insight. Love doesn't always need words, but sometimes it does. Cultures that value expression may feel more emotionally connected. Cultures that value action build quiet loyalty. Exercise for thought. Try saying I love you to an Asian parent and observe their face. Result, system error, facial glitch, emotional blue screen. Section 3, dating. A game or a contract? West, dating is like trying on clothes. Find your size, your fit, and your style. Casual dating is normal. You learn through heartbreak, and you post about it with a photo of your wine glass. East, dating is more like building IKEA furniture. It's frustrating, takes hours, involves family, and sometimes you need help with the manual. Example, Jack from California met his girlfriend on Tinder, moved in within 3 months, and adopted a dog before discussing kids. Lan from Hanoi met a man through her aunt. Third date? His mother invited her to make spring rolls together. Cosmic bonus in Vietnam, your zodiac animal and birth hour might be consulted before your wedding. Imagine canceling a proposal because your Mint Hoa clashes with her Mint Muk. Observation. Western dating is driven by exploration. Eastern dating is driven by destination. One is a song, the other is a symphony. Funny prompt. If your Asian parents know you've been dating someone for 6 months and haven't proposed, they'll ask if you're just friends. Section 4. Breakups. Freedom or failure. In the West, breakups are rites of passage. Therapy follows. You cut your hair, you journal, you thrive. In the East, breakups are family trauma. The elders talk, the neighbors whisper, even your third cousin twice removed might stop sending you mangoes. True story, a Thai girl broke up with her fiancé and her aunt burned the engagement dress. Not out of anger, but feng shui cleansing. Insightful humor. Western advice, if it's toxic, leave. Eastern grandma, if it's toxic, boil ginger and stay warm together. Deeper lesson, there is strength in walking away, but there's also strength in staying. The West teaches healing through movement. The East teaches healing through endurance. Section 5. Hybrid love. East meets West on a first date. Globalization has given us couples that speak emoji, flirt over Google Translate, and argue about whose mother gets Christmas. Traits of modern love. East brings family values and emotional patience. West brings communication and personal space. Together, they bring chaos, laughter, and surprisingly good food. Fun case study. A German guy brings tulips to impress his Vietnamese date. She brings durian. Neither knows what to do, but both try. Lesson in love languages. He says, "I adore you." She replies, "I bought you fish sauce," and it works. Final reflection. Love isn't universal, but longing is everyone wants love. But what we call love depends on our operating system. And like any system, it crashes without updates. The West teaches us to express. The East teaches us to endure. Love, in its best form, is the bridge between them. So whether you're saying "I love you" on a beach in California or silently washing rice in a Hanoi kitchen, love is happening. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful. Chapter 2. Family and filial piety. Roots that hold, branches that bend. Subheading, where duty meets devotion, and parents have opinions about everything. Introduction. Family, your first home, your forever group chat. You don't choose your family, but they definitely choose your profile picture, your weekend plans, and your favorite childhood trauma. In the West, family is often seen as your launch pad. You're raised to fly, to move out, to chase your dreams with a box of takeout and a rented apartment. In the East, family is the tree you never leave. You live in its shade, water its roots, and sometimes argue over who should clean the ancestral altar. This chapter explores how family and filial piety, aka being a good child, shape everything, from decisions to destinies, in very different and often hilarious ways. Section 1. Defining family. Who's in your inner circle? In the West, family is nuclear, parents and kids. You move out at 18, or pretend to. Independence is the goal. Holidays are the reunion. In the East, family is intergenerational. Parents, grandparents, cousins, and your aunt who keeps asking when you're getting married. You might move out, but your parents still know what you ate for lunch. Cultural snapshot. Western teen, I need space. Eastern teen, I share a room with grandma and 42 figurines of Guan Yin. Key insight. Western families raise you to leave. Eastern families raise you to stay, emotionally, if not physically. Deep note, in Confucian thought, a child's role is not just to obey, but to preserve family honor. In Western psychology, the child's role is to self-actualize. Section 2. Filial piety, the art of being a good kid. East. Filial piety is not just respect, it's lifelong devotion. You care for your parents in old age, you consult them on big decisions, and yes, you don't marry someone they don't like. West. Being a good kid means saying "I love you," doing your chores, and calling mom on Mother's Day. Funny contrast. Western kid, I bought mom a spa gift card. Eastern kid, I paid mom's electricity bill, made chow ga, and reminded her to wear socks. Reality check. In Asia, putting parents in nursing homes is controversial. In the West, it's often a practical choice. Reflection. Is love about freedom or about duty? Is letting go an act of love or abandonment? Section 3. Parenting styles. The bamboo was the balloon. Eastern parents, bamboo. Firm but flexible. They bend with the storm but don't break. They'll support you financially, emotionally, and occasionally spiritually, as long as you become a doctor. Western parents, supportive and floaty. They say follow your dreams, even if your dream is to major in underwater basket weaving. Case study, Asian mom, why 99? Where's the 1 point? Western mom, you tried your best, honey. Let's get ice cream. Humorous observation. One pushes you up, one backs you up. Both love you, just with different fonts. Lesson in empathy. Western love lets you choose your path. Eastern love clears the path, then follows behind with snacks. Section 4. Family expectations. The invisible contract. Eastern families, you will study hard, you will respect elders, you will not shame this family on TikTok. Western families, you will try your best, you will move out eventually, you will call on holidays or at least text. Cultural myth. In Asia, success is communal. In the West, success is personal. Funny truth. Western parents at graduation, you did it. Asian parents at graduation, we did it. Deeper wisdom: when we honor our roots, we grow taller. When we break from tradition, we still carry its echo. Section 5. Modern shifts: when East and West raise a family together. Today's families are blending. A Korean dad teaching meditation and discipline. A French mom baking freedom into every pancake. Kids who bow to grandma and high-five their friends. Real-life mix: a Vietnamese American girl goes to temple with grandma and to therapy on Thursdays. Key takeaway: we're learning to love loudly and loyally, to honor elders and question systems, to make space for tradition and transformation. Final reflection: family, a messy, magical mosaic. No matter where you're from, family will drive you crazy. Family will save your number under battery 1%. Family will say, I love you in 100 ways without saying it. Whether you're lighting incense at Tate or FaceTiming your dad with a broken faucet, remember, you are not just part of a family. You are part of a lineage, a story, and a sacred cycle of care. Chapter 3. Raising Children: Freedom, Frameworks, and the Art of Not Becoming Your Parents. Subheading: How East and West teach, nurture, and occasionally bribe their kids. Introduction: Parenting, the most stressful group project you never signed up for. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but no one warned us that the village has Wi-Fi, Instagram, and 10,000 unsolicited opinions. In the West, parenting is about freedom. Let them explore, let them fall, let them paint the dog. In the East, parenting is about direction. You must study, you must succeed, you must not embarrass grandma on Facebook. This chapter dives into how cultures raise children, with love, lectures, laughter, and sometimes a little trauma, the fun kind. We'll see where values clash, where they blend, and what kind of adult survives both. Section 1. The Why. Purpose of parenting. West. Parenting nurtures individuality. Let the child find their path. Self-esteem is sacred. Believe in yourself is the daily mantra. East. Parenting shapes legacy. Children are an extension of the family line. Their success reflects the household. Self-sacrifice is expected from everyone. Observation. Western. What does the child want? Eastern. What is best for the child and the family's future honor? Funny note, in the West, a child's drawing is abstract art. In the East, it's not bad, but can you draw a 5-clawed dragon? Section 2. School and Success. A Tale of Two Pressures. Eastern education culture. Grades equals life. Extra classes, piano, math Olympiads, crying over algebra at 10 p.m. is a rite of passage. Western education culture. Grades matter, but so do feelings. Did you try your best is more important than did you get an A? Case study: Vietnamese kid, 98-100. Mom, where are the other 2 points? American kid, 7800. Mom, great effort. Want to talk about it over tacos? Insight: Eastern kids are taught resilience through discipline. Western kids are taught confidence through encouragement. Balance tip: too much pressure, it's burnout. Too much freedom was confusion. The real magic: clear boundaries plus warm support. Section 3. Discipline and rewards. The stick or the sticker? East. Discipline is moral. You behave because it's right, not because of rewards. Spare the rod, spoil the child. West. Discipline is developmental. Timeouts, reward charts, positive reinforcement. Use your words, not your fists. Humorous comparison: Western parent, use your indoor voice. Asian parent glares across the room, silence achieved. Deep reflection: Eastern parenting leans toward obedience. Western parenting leans toward negotiation. Healthy parenting learns both: firm values, flexible methods. Section 4. Emotions and expression. Teaching hearts to speak. Western style: children are encouraged to name emotions, express feelings, go to therapy, draw their fears. Eastern style: children are encouraged to hold emotions, respect silence, focus on duty over desire. Story example: a 10-year-old Western child says, I feel frustrated because I'm not being heard. A 10-year-old Eastern child says, nothing, just eat silently and get straight A's. Bridge of growth: we need both emotional fluency and emotional resilience to speak feelings and also hold space when words fall short. Section 5. Modern parenting. Building bridges, not walls. Today's parents are blending. Vietnamese moms reading parenting books in English. American dads learning about Confucian values. Multicultural kids switching from English to Vietnamese mid-sentence. Mom, I'm hungry, but like, emotionally. Parenting fusion wisdom. Teach children the roots of family and the wings of choice. Give them structure to grow and freedom to bloom. Tell them, I'm proud of you, but also, now go wash the dishes. Final reflection: raising children without losing your mind or your Wi-Fi password. Parenting is messy, magical, and mostly made up as you go. But across East and West, one truth remains. We raise the next generation not just with knowledge, but with presence. So whether you're packing a bento box or buying Lunchables, whether you pray before meals or yell dinner down the hallway, whether you teach them to bow or to fist bump, if it's done with love, you're doing just fine.